Hello family, how are you doing today? Hope you're awesome. I am at the I Run with Mud rally at the courthouse today. They had a caravan starting in Atlanta to end up at the courthouse today in Brunswick, Glen County at 2 p.m. So that is where I'm at this moment. So yes, broadcasting. Yes, the fight is on. We're still fighting for justice. For Ahmaud Arbery, for Breonna Taylor, for Sean Reed, and so many other people of color who have lost their lives, pretty much because of the color of our skin. Yes, we are fighting. Hoping you guys are fighting with us wherever you're at. If you're not able to join us in Brunswick, Georgia, that's okay. We're going to bring it to you. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys a little what's going on. People that are here at the moment.
Especially when we lost the Atlanta service on the radio.
So as you guys see, there are a lot of people down here. There's a lot going on. Yes, hopefully some of you are here today, witnessing this, joining us in this fight for justice. So anyway, I will be recording on and off. I'm really not supposed to be out here anyway because I found out yesterday that I have bronchitis and early pneumonia. So they just wanted me to kind of stay in, but I was not going to pass this up. I was going to have to come out and show my support. So I probably won't be here for the whole thing, but I just want to come out and support. Anyway, I will be talking with you all very soon. I'll be showing you videos and pictures of the event of the day. All right, take care. Goodbye for now.
Come on, come on, come on. Oh, yeah. Come on, put those fists up in the air. Those of you who have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, let the world know what's going on here in Brunswick. That's it, that's it, that's it. Be a witness today. Justice for Ahmaud. Turn that camera on and tell the world.
Justice for
Ahmaud.
Justice for Ahmaud.
I run with Ahmaud. Justice for Ahmaud. Today, our voice between Atlanta, Georgia, and Brunswick. We're here to raise our voice today and be a witness that we too run with Ahmaud. Do you run with Ahmaud today? To bear witness from this courthouse step all around the world that what was done here will be answered. We will have justice for Ahmaud. Are you with me today? Are you with me today? I'm grateful for the caravan of justice. I'm Francis Johnson, chairman of the New Georgia Project, former president of the Georgia NAACP, liberation lawyer, and I'm glad to be in Brunswick, Georgia today. If you came down from the caravan of justice from Atlanta, Georgia, make some noise in the place. Just want Brunswick to know that we love you and we're standing with you and that we run with Ahmaud. I want to bring up our moderator for today's rally as we stand with this family, as we stand with Wanda Cooper and Marcus Arbery and the entire Arbery family, stand with the Brunswick, Glen County family today. a liberation lawyer who's been doing this in the spirit of Thurgood Marshall, Charles Hamilton Houston, and all of those who know that this work ain't done until all of us are free. Give it up for my friend, Maori Davis! Power to the people! Power to the people! Power to the people! We know in America there is no justice without the people being involved. And so the people are here. And we thank you for coming. From Atlanta to Brunswick and all of Brunswick, we came here to tell you we stand with you in solidarity. We stand with you shoulder to shoulder, back to back. And for the hundreds who came, there are millions more in Atlanta standing with Brunswick right now, right here. We want to bring you a connector. He is the son of Brunswick, but thank God he got sent to Atlanta and has been on a holy mission for justice and liberation for a long, long time. And so this is one of our big brothers in the movement. He came from here, but in Atlanta, he raises all kind of... He one of those good reverends that like to get in good kind of trouble. So we want to bring up Reverend Timothy McDonald, a son of Brunswick. Are there any freedom fighters in the room? Are there any liberators in the house? Are there anybody who's ready to fight the good fight? Are we here for the long haul? Are we here for Ahmaud? Are we here for all of the Ahmaud? Young black brothers who are being killed in our streets today in Glenn County. We send a message not only throughout Glenn County, but the state of Georgia, the United States, and the entire world that we are tired and we ain't gonna take it no more. Beloved, I'm honored to be here. I'm a product of Glenn County.
Yes, sir.
88 Brooklyn homes. Brick City. But we were taught to stand up for what is right, for what is honorable, and what is pleasing in the sight of Almighty God. We've been in this battle a long time. We didn't just come to join a fight. Racism is real in America, and racism is real in Brunswick, Georgia, Glenn County, and we come today to send a message to the racists and the supremacists that we will fight you with everything that we have, not only for Ahmaud Arbery, but for all of the Ahmaud Arbery. It's a sad day in America, beloved, when you can die for playing your music. It's a sad day in America when you can die for selling little cigarettes. It's a sad day in America when they want to burn you down when you go and get some Skittles. It's a sad day in America, beloved, when all you're doing is running and jogging, and somebody decides that it's time for you to die. Today in Glenn County, we send a message. We will fight the long haul fight. Are you with me today? Are there freedom fighters in the yard? Are there liberators in the yard? Are there those who will stand for justice in the yard? That's why we are here. That's why we came from Atlanta. Many of us are going right back. That's a lot of sitting.
God bless.
But can you imagine those who went before us?
That's right.
Who endured many more hardships?
Yes.
Can you imagine those who stood and came before us?
Tell the story.
Who had to endure
Tell the story.
riding in ships?
That's right.
Can you imagine those who came before us?
Yes, sir.
Who had to endure segregation, discrimination,
Yes.
lynchings,
Yes.
Jim Crow? For more than 400 years, my brothers and sisters, we've been fighting this fight. And if they think that we're going to get tired You can't even run and know that you are safe.
That's true.
You can't even worship in Charleston and know that you are safe. America is a racist country.
Always has been.
America is a racist country. And this racism has gone on for far too long. God is going to cause something good to come out of the depth of Ahmaud Caravan.
Amen.
Because you are here, we're going to rise up a new nation. Because you are here, we're going to start singing new freedom songs. Because you are here, we are going to see justice roll down like waters and righteousness like an ever-flowing stream. Are you ready to fight? Are you ready to fight? Are you ready to fight? We're going all the way. No justice, no peace. 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 Justice for Ahmaud. 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 Let's give it up for Reverend Timothy Jones. We understand because we have so many instances where our young brothers and sisters are being gunned down. This is not a sprint, it's a marathon.
That's right.
And this is a marathon runner, a long distance runner. And we want to bring on someone who got the first leg of this battle going. When everybody else was worried about all kinds of different things, there were folk on the ground right here in Brunswick. There were folk on the ground who were comforting that family and who said this is an injustice. And so this is an organization founded in 1909, but they continue to be relevant through the work that they do. So we want to bring on from the NAACP of Brunswick County, Brunswick, Georgia, we want to bring on President Perry. Come on, my brother.
I'm excited to see all of you here on today. This thing started a little while ago, but we're still standing. And we're still crying with the same voice that justice must be served. As I sit here and I look at you all, I see the beginning of a great awakening. An awakening that acknowledges that there's been a lot of darkness for a long, long time. But Ahmaud's death sounded off an alarm that makes us recognize that we've got to wake up right now, and we've got to demand of our justice system to be to us what it promised to be. I think as citizens that we have to acknowledge, especially those that are citizens that represent this area, that we're guilty too. We will not be on trial for the bullet shot. But we are on trial for every moment we heard of corruption. But since it did not affect us, we turned our heads. We're on trial because there were other incidents long before this that should have caused us to wake from our sleep and our slumber, but we kept on operating as business as usual. But today this declares the awakening. If you don't mind, just shout with me, the awakening. The awakening. The awakening, not just here in Brunswick, not just in Glenn County, but all across this country, as people have chimed on the social media saying that this isn't fair. They chimed in on social media saying that something has to be done. They chimed in from all races saying that this is unjust.
That's right. That's right.
And so I want to thank all of you that have joined us to be a part of this great awakening. While you do the work of shouting to the nations that justice has to be fair for all people, on the ground we do the work of saying that our local legal and law enforcement have to be held accountable for the injustice of no arrest being made. I'll say this and I'll close. I keep being asked questions by the media. Why did no arrest happen? Is it because racial hatred? Is it because they were vigilantes? And in honesty, I have to say to them that I don't know what they had in their heart or their mind. But what I do know is that relationship of privilege played a part in all of this. Those that arrived on the scene because of relationship at least took their word instead of doing a thorough investigation. And then, worse, because of relationship of privilege, there were some in their office that chose to help them cover up this incident. And so justice is not just trying the McMichaels. Justice is also us saying that we've got to clean up the house of clean palate. That we've got to have a law enforcement, and that we've got to have a system that will do right by all people. Thank you.
We're here today as a part of a statewide coalition entitled Just Georgia. That phrase is a statement of reality, that justice is not a part of the framework in Georgia right now. And that's not just in Brunswick. That's in places like Rockdale County, where we're investigating the death of Brother Tilson there. That's the same as in Washington County, where we're investigating the death of Lee Martin. And whether it's DeKalb County and Anthony Hill, who served this country and was still gunned down like a dog, or whether it's in Savannah, Georgia, where we're investigating crime, it's all over Georgia. Can we recognize that this is a Georgia problem? That this is an American problem? And that's going to require all of us getting together. This is not a black or white issue for me. This is a red, white, and blue issue. And in this struggle, we have great allies of the faith. And I'm grateful that the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Brunswick stands as an ally ready, shoulder to shoulder with those who live in this place and who are rooted in this soil. I'm bringing up the Reverend James Page, pastor of the congregation at this time.
Thank you, Brother Francis. And I'd like to say to all you people from Atlanta, welcome to Brunswick. We welcome you here. Yes, I am Jane Page, and I'm a lifetime member of the NAACP.
All right.
But I've been asked to speak to you today as an ally. And so I bring greetings from other allies we have here in Brunswick, including the Robert S. Abbott Institute, Women's Voices of Glenn County, the Unitarian Universalist Congregation here in Brunswick, and our entire association, and many other clergy members and people of faith in this community, black, brown, and white, who are ready to stand with you and work for justice. And also people of no particular faith, but who lift up love and compassion and will work for peace, liberty, and justice for all.
That's right. That's right.
I'm proud to be a white ally, but you couldn't always call me that, folks. Listen, I was born here in Southeast Georgia in 1950 in a conservative town and raised by conservative parents and raised in the Southern Baptist Church. So you know what my upbringing was like, don't you? Yeah, you know, my parents didn't have to overtly teach me to be a racist. My whole society taught me. From the water fountains where we had nice refrigerated water fountains, the others didn't. Everything in my society taught me we would be separate, and everything in my society taught me that white people were better than black people. It was taught everywhere. And that's how I grew up. Now, that racist hard shell began to crack for me a little bit when I got in high school and started reading some books. You don't have to move somewhere, you just need to read, people. Read. I started reading and began to make some friends, began to crack a little bit, but I'm here to tell you, though it's taken a lifetime of recovery. It didn't come all at once. I'm still recovering. It's deep-seated in there, folks. Now, we don't have that old Jim Crow stuff anymore, but we sure have the new Jim Crow in our criminal justice system. And our children are still being brought up in a society that has pervasive systemic racism. shame white folks about their past, but this isn't just about the past.
Yes.
And if you are white and you're not somewhat ashamed, something's wrong with you. Now, I know shame is not somewhere we want to live, but we should work through it. Work through it.
Yes.
Instead of doing something better. And there are ways we can do this. We can do it with love.
Yes.
But you can't just come to a rally or read a book and be all woke and anti-racist.
It's true. It's true.
One activist says that racism is not like a cavity in the tooth that you can just go to a dentist and have him drill out and fill it. It's not like that. No, racism is more like gingivitis, like gum disease. And if you don't brush and floss your teeth every day, it comes back up. It'll come right on back up. And that's what's happening. And our white folks need to work on this. I see some white folks out there, we need to work on this.
Yeah.
Our black and brown sisters don't need to always have to carry this load. We do need to listen to their leadership, but we need to be willing to put our money and put our actions to work every day. Every day. You know, you say, I see t-shirts, you say, I want to run with Maud. Well, as somebody said about Maud, when he didn't run just 1 or 2 days a week, he ran every day to stay in shape. And we have to train ourselves. If you want to be a part of this work, we need to know that running with Maud, as somebody said, is not a sprint. I can tell you myself, I'm 69 years old, it's a lifetime marathon. A lifetime marathon. Now, you do have to pace yourself, and you may need to take a break. We know that because you get awfully tired out, and I know some of you are. But the reason you take that break is so you can get back in there. And like brushing your teeth and flossing, we need to make sure that working for justice is a daily habit. It needs to be a daily habit so that you can't go to bed and feel good about yourself at night if you haven't brushed your teeth. And you can't feel good at yourself when you go to bed at night if you haven't done something to work for justice and dismantle systemic racism. Every day. There's an old song we sing in church that says, guide my feet while I run this race, for I don't want to run this race in vain. We don't want Ahmaud's run to be in vain. We don't want his life or his death to be in vain. So I challenge everyone who hears my voice today. When you get up every morning, you look in that bathroom mirror, brush your teeth, floss your teeth. I want you to also to look in that mirror and commit to working for peace, liberty, and justice for all by saying, I run with Maud. 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 Thank you.
That's strong. We need allies. We need allies like this. Long distance running allies. We want to bring up a brother this might be his 3rd or 4th trip down. Coming from Atlanta all the time, and anytime you see this brother, he's on fire. We want y'all to do me a favor, take out your phones and text 797979. We want to connect. That's part of organizing. So this isn't an event, this isn't a moment, it has to be a movement.
That's right.
When you text 7979, text MAUD. It's 3 times, 797979, and put MAUD, M-A-U-D in there, and you'll be connected with Just Georgia. Everybody all right with that?
Yeah.
We want to bring our brother Marcus Coleman from Save Ourselves. Come on, brother Marcus.
Throw these fists in there for me. I can hear my brother screaming, I can't breathe. I can hear my brother screaming, I can't breathe. It's got me in this struggle now and I can't leave. It's got me in this struggle now and I can't leave. Wicked racist systems run like well-oiled machines. Say it together with me. We ain't gonna stop till our people are free. We ain't gonna stop till our people are free. Fire up! Fire up! Fire up! Fire up! Fire up! In the spirit of the last minutes of his life, ain't afraid to go quick. Why we came down here to Brunswick? Why we met up with some of you guys here at Brunswick? We came here for a couple of reasons. Reason number one, this good old boy backwoods system y'all got here in Brunswick got to go. It got to be dismantled. Number one, we want District Attorney Jackie Johnson removed. Hold on a second. I only got a couple ticks. When I say Jackie Johnson, you see I'm the family spokesperson for Kendrick Johnson's family, so I'm thinking about another Jackie Johnson in South Georgia, Valdosta. Justice for KJ all day. We want the Caucasian District Attorney Jackie Johnson removed. We want her removed for her tight relationship of an intimate level, and I'm not talking sexual. I do not know them in that fashion. But where do you get a district attorney that not only covers up an arrest or prevents an arrest? Where do you get a district attorney that puts out a statement saying that this incident was an embarrassing mistake? Wait a minute! The death of Ahmaud Arbery to her in her office was an embarrassing mistake. She got to go. Say she got to go. She got to go. George Barnhill.
Gotta go.
Jackie Johnson recused herself after she botched the investigation and arrest. Barnhill recuses himself. But we got a plethora of attorneys behind me, and where they do that at? Meaning, where do you recuse yourself, but then leave a note for the next DA to call and say, this is what I would have done if I was there. Say, he got to go. Last point I'll make, and it's especially near and dear to my heart. The pistol-cocking videographer got to be arrested. Now, to make sure I keep it in coalition mode, we understand that his attorney is claiming he was unarmed. But let me ask you a question. Did you see the video? Did you hear the video? Did you hear the cocking of the gun in the video? That third individual, the videographer, the chilling silence when he was recording the murder, the modern day lynching of Ahmaud Arbery. Say he got to go. In closing, I'll leave you with this. Remove them all. Repeat after me. Remove them all. Louder than that. Remove them all. Arrest them all. Charge them all. Convict them all. Sentence them all. And do it properly. The first two can be done ASAP right now. Justice for Ahmaud Arbery.
Justice for Ahmaud. You want to be connected to Just Georgia? Text 797979 and text in that box, Maud. I run with Maud. That'll connect you to this. I want to bring up a member of the Abbott Institute that's been working collaboratively for justice here in Brunswick for a long time, Audrey Gibson.
Hi, I'm Audrey Gibbons, and I'm going to share with you a letter that I wrote to the Brunswick News immediately after the first notice of Aubrey's death. On February 23rd, 2020, 25-year-old Ahmaud Arbery was jogging in Satilla Shores. Travis Michael chased Ahmaud Arbery because he suspected he looked like someone connected to a house and auto break-in in the area. Travis Michael shot and killed Ahmaud Arbery. There is no evidence of break-in. The police report was not released until 6 weeks after the shooting. Travis Michael has not been arrested, and Ahmaud Arbery's death has not been ruled a homicide. Ahmaud Arbery was a frequent jogger and was known for jogging any and everywhere. Was Travis Michael's father, a former police investigator for Glenn County, present when Arbery was shot? Was Ahmaud Arbery armed? Where was Arbery shot? How many times was Michael's gun fired? Is there a crime of who can jog where? Is jogging while black a crime? Because that means racial profiling. If you are as suspicious as I am and upset by the information regarding Ahmaud Arbery's death as I am. Please join I Run with Ahmaud.
We want to bring one of our big voices from Atlanta who's on WAOK, and this brother jumps up, he says he's a big mouth in the South. And he's always raising his voice. We want to bring up Brother Rashad Ritchie. Let's bring up Brother Rashad Ritchie from WAOK. No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! There's a brother who came to me about 3 days ago. And this brother said, Rashad, how do you know this was racially motivated? He said to me, Rashad, there is no evidence that this is racially motivated. And I told this brother, who's from a similar community that I'm from, I said, here's your evidence, brother. Do you think a young 25-year-old innocent white male jogger would have been chased in pickup trucks and gunned down in that same community? That's all the evidence you need to understand the racial dynamic. You see, there's an optical illusion about the criminal justice system. And that optical illusion is that justice is blind. And the symbol of that optical illusion is the symbol of Lady Justice, and they say Lady Justice is blind. But here's the truth. Lady Justice has never been blind. Lady Justice is simply blindfolded. Which means at any time, Lady Justice can peek from under the blindfold, as happened in this case in Brunswick, Georgia. And the one who was peeking from that blindfold was the district attorney, Jackie Johnson. Oh, come on, somebody. And then that DA decided to hand the case over to her friend, who wrote a letter in support of those who had been charged in the murder.
Yeah.
I echo the words of my dear brother Marcus Coleman. They gotta go. I was challenged about utilizing the word lynching. This is a modern day lynching by definition.
That's what it was.
Come on. This is a modern day lynching by definition. What is the definition of a lynching? An organized mob in pursuit of a citizen that they believe has committed a criminal act, and they use extrajudicial means in order to execute the citizen. That is the working definition of a lynching.
That's what they did.
Ahmaud Arbery was lynched.
That's what they did.
Say this with me. I am Ahmaud. I am Ahmaud. I am Ahmaud. I am Ahmaud. God bless you. Come on up, family. Come on up, family. Let's extend some love to this family, y'all. Some of us are going to go home and wrap our arms around our sons, our daughters, our nieces and nephews. And this family is going to have to continue to experience this loss. So while we mad, they hurt. And we have to extend love in this space. So I just want to call a quick audible and get one of our praying preachers over here to just, if we could collectively pray before we continue. Is everybody all right?
Yeah.
And I know we've been out here for a minute, and we got a little while to go, because one of the things we want to do is we want you all to understand how many people from across